guys, just, you know, really just give it like give it 20% more or something.
Yeah, it is a weird feeling, but hopefully they bring it in this map. I mean, look, this is where I think the big key to this is how much they can exploit the verticality of Nuke, which is always a big talking point, always a big watching point for me on this map. And as the Death said, they should be able to manage it quite nicely. Bentet is already going to be forced down. Automatic is already shot in the face, but he returns it. A running shot onto Get Right, blinded, can't get anything else. Saw him in the bomb site, everything to do, and he's delivering. 2 quick headshots, other side of the silos. Now he's got to reload, and he's got backup to buy him time. Gen.G is fighting for this site, and Som is going to get a triple kill. There's your extra 20%.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, that fight was just teetering right at the edge, wasn't it? That could have gone the completely different way, but incredible hold from Som, and just as backup arrived as well.
I'll say this too, Automatic, to get gushed and then to do the drive-by one-shot on to Get Right, the fact that he gets towards the entrance of HUD and just buys a little extra second of distraction. Those players have to turn and look hard right instead of actually attacking the bomb site, allows Som to settle, allows Bentet to rotate up the ladder. So just a very small margin on Automatic staying alive a little bit longer helped out a big way.
Just getting a kill with the Deagle. But they've lost Guardian and Forest already. Kusta obviously seeing the shadow there. Going to be easy for him to try and react, and they will clean up the round pretty easily. This time they'd gone for a fair few SMGs. And they're going to buy that AWP on Kusta, or sorry, an Automatic right away. We'll see what the Dig can do already. Yeah, so they're going to be buying in this round, obviously. Dig. All AKs all across the board. This is their map pick, so I want to be persuaded. I want to see...
This is the one?
Yeah. I want to see what it is they are or have prepared to try and convince us that this is, you know, just a best of 3 or maybe even a tournament overall that they can actually do something in.
Yeah, I mean, certainly you want them to show us something here. 4 smokes on the map for Dig right off the bat. Only Freiburg has 1 left, and he's going to lead the way on the crossing. We saw this previously when they played Nuke against Orglis. Freiburg will frequently use that smoke wall all by himself to get control of these stairs, but that actually brings the smoke away from any usefulness to the rest of his team. And it looks like they want to split. Looks like they want to attack Bentet. Looks like they want to have Freiburg down low as well. Kus is already rotated down, and instead Freiburg is going to turn his attention towards outside.
Man, he could have been dead already. Bentet, I think, seeing more than maybe a couple of people there. Get Right going to be ready for Automatic to maybe go for the swing, but he's just frozen at the corner, ready and waiting for them. 50 seconds on the clock, sorry. Still a lot of time for Dig to be maneuvering across the map. Freiburg, he's got so much control outside. You want to make something of it. If you get just 1 kill, he almost got shot in the back. Now he's just hiding down here. Does not want to face that AWP again. 40 seconds and Bentet, he's going to get shot down. They were slow to get to that B-bomb side, but a big win, and Freiburg will take down Automatic. This is working out incredibly well right now for Dig.
Freiburg does such a good job of distracting outside. Gen.G never really knew where that hit was going to come in. They didn't realize the main point of the attack was downstairs still. Kusta's here. They double peek Freiburg. They at least get that. Kusta needs to provide 1 more kill before they rotate to this site. And there it is. Transitions upward. Close the door. 2-on-2 for him and Daps. There's 1 kit. It's on Kusta. No smoke for the bomb. And Dig's in good positions. Guardian should be checkmate. Over and dark. There's no Molotov to clear him out, but Kusta's at least got the information.
Well, he's going to try anyway. A little bit of a grenade to try and go for the swing, and they're going to win that fight. Oh, this is a bit of an issue. Exist. He's going to pick up 1, but Daps has the kit now instead. And the bomb, you can still see it from there, and that's the issue. Daps wants to go straight for it. 2 seconds left, and Exist lining it up. Oh, no, half a second there. What's going on? Oh, no.
He's going to be frustrated. He's going to be pissed. Tapping away, not moving in just an awkward angle as the diffuser is looking down as well. Daps gets away with 1. Gen.G gets away with 1. Now, the nice thing is it's not over yet. I think Dig have to buy here. I think you have to go for it. There's no reason not to. You've taken everyone away. You took all their weapons out in a victory. They have to reinvest. There's no money left on the Gen.G side, and Dig know it.
They had built that round perfectly all the way up until the end, but they didn't get to finish, and that will leave Dig frustrated. Which is, that's just rough, isn't it? Automatic taking out Guardian outside. I'm not even sorry.
You shouldn't be. Good trade from Som. Again, all the smokes used for Dig very early on. 4 down on the map right in these first 20 seconds. That's 2 rounds in a row. They've used a lot of utility right at the beginning. Bentet goes down into a 3-on-3. No one down below for Gen.G, but that is where Dig is attacking. They've just moved down the secret stairs. I don't know if Gen.G realize the danger in this B bomb site.
They don't. And what's really alarming is they don't have anyone that can actually even get close. I mean,
Kusta's in the vents, yeah, that's about
but
it.
That's not where you want to rotate from, is it?
It's a risky rotation, especially if the door is blown open. Probably doesn't feel confident taking that move. And Get Right, as he does, lurking outside.
Automatic could be in trouble if he continues to push. And they are down there. They're getting really close to the bomb site. Now, I guess they're going to have to blow open the window or open the door, and that'll give the game up. But they should be able to get the bomb down quick enough.
I can't believe no one from Gen.G has actually moved downstairs at all. Just now, kind of considering it, there goes Som. Good lurk from Get Right. He was patient the whole time, so they know there's only 2 players in the site. Automatic's going to get down there, but it's a little late to stop the plan. He's going to open the door. That's a great flick. That is a majestic flick.
That is absolutely not easy. Freiburg was off the bomb and trying to escape. Kusta on automatic here. 2-on-2 once again for Gen.G. And last time, I mean, they stole it in a pretty disgusting way. We'll see if they can do it one more time. Exist back here, and that's one of the positions they have to check. They're going to go straight for it. Nice headshot from Exist. And automatic, he's going to try and defuse, but he's surely getting shot at the back. 2 seconds left, and there's the swing. This time they weren't going to let it get away. Nice round from Dig.
That was pretty dicey, though. I mean, Exist had no chance to stop that defuse. Good peek from Get Right. Good lurk outside from Get Right, and they've done it. Even off the back of a loss in the previous round, the rebuy works perfectly. And Gen.G have nothing. They're going to full buy in this round upgraded pistols just because it's a double save no matter what. Good chance for Dig to close the gap. We'll see if Gen.G can return anything here. But again, there's the abuse of the verticality that we talked about. That's going to be a big strategic advantage that Dig can use. Especially when they realized no one from Gen.G rotated downstairs over the course of 30 to 40 seconds in that round.
Yeah, which is very confusing, very hard to understand exactly. I mean, at least want to be in a position where you can get there, maybe snipe away a kill, even if you're not stopping the bomb from going down. Just do some damage and get some information, and they were really, really short on that. Scout and some upgraded pistols across the board here for Gen.G definitely can still be pretty lethal. They've already thrown a decent grenade on Guardian and put him down to 57. So get a tag on someone else, and it's going to start to get interesting. Get Right playing alone in the lobby, and which is what he's been doing a lot when they play this Nuke map.
Yes, and we talked about that against Orglis. If you've done your research, you know that there's a decent amount of chances where you can just push in towards lobby, do some kind of a lobby crunch on the defense, and you'll find Get Right alone.
And he's all the way out of the silo now.
Very rarely is he a free kill, though, despite playing so alone so frequently.
Yeah, one of the big issues is actually finding Get Right at all. Even when you know where he is. Kusta playing the stairs here with the 5-7, and they're going to get a bit closer. Bentet could open up the door to help him out. The flashbang actually creates a bit of a gap. That was unfortunate timing, because I think they were about to get maybe sandwiched in.
Yeah, they had him distracted with that door opening. Everyone was looking the other way, but the flashbang caused Kusta's peek to be 1 second delayed. Bentet close up with the CZ, couldn't get anything done. Good double peek from Guardian and Force, and the lower bomb site is lost. Gen.G have to save whatever is left in their hands. The Deagle on Som, the CZ on Daps, and the Scout on Automatic. They'll use it for the next round.
I mean, they were in the right positions, just couldn't really land the kills there. I think that one flashbang really messed things up. I don't know how much they would have got done, but you could get sandwiched pretty heavily from that position.
Yeah, even if you only go 2 for 2, right? That at least let's let Gen.G, these other 3 players, kind of investigate and see if they can grab a cheeky kill. Maybe, you know, Guardian with a low HP is a nice shot for the Scout, the Deagle. Regardless, second round for Dig.
And starting off early on Nuke here on the T side, that's a much better look.
They did this on Train though too, right? Gen.G won the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Dig won the next 3, and then Gen.G won that huge run on their T side of Train. Everyone at about 2K for Gen.G, so no investment coming in outside of the 3 players that saved those weapons from the previous round.
Yeah, go fight in the yard. You've got the Deagle, you've got the Scout, you've got the CC up running close. They're going to do that at all, but... let's see. Exploding the door and continuing on with Molotov and the Mini and everything else. Got automatic out there, but... If Dig had actually gone behind this push, not that they could have known, probably would have been just fine.
I don't think they're going to pull the trigger anytime soon, but at the moment they have 4 players in lobby. Looks like they want to line up for an upper hit with the full Molotovs, with the smokes and the flashbangs. Actually, excuse me, they only have the 1 Molotov on Freiburg at this point, but it can change their mind easily. Everyone is just passive looking for pushes.
Yeah, they're happy about just having these angles. Automatic really wants that fight. Did spot it out the shoulder, but he can't get a headshot, and that means Forest will stay alive. And Daps not quite willing to commit to the follow-up either.
I feel like he wants to Superman.
Yeah, do it. It's Daps, though. He's too Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah, he'd probably feel bad. He'd probably have to apologize afterwards. Salma's downstairs with the Deagle. This could be a nice shot. If he can get a headshot on Guardian, ooh, there was the chance. That would have been a great equalizer. Backs away. A lot of utility sent into his position at the staircase, and the rest of Dig following it up as well.
Som very quick to the corner. Could have been risky, and it turned out to be risky. He goes down to Guardian. Daps and Bentet now left with Kuster on that scout, and they're not in a position, once again, really to do much of anything. It's a good turnaround over Dig.
It's a really nice call as well. It's a nice feint towards the lower bomb site. You get the kill in towards stairs, and you immediately run up towards Mini. Good kill from Daps, but I don't think he's going to be able to build anything else on top of it. Kusta rotating up the ladder. He's got a scout. 1 beneath him.
Kind of hard to hit a headshot there, but Get Right freezing in position will allow for the follow-up from Kusta. Again, they should not even be close to winning this round. Some good tags coming in from Kuster, and Daps with a headshot. Going for it. Here's Daps with another kill. 3 now in the round. The bomb, though, it's planted on a little bit of a tricky position here. Of course, he has to swing wide, and Daps will get 1 more kill for the quad.
Holy...
I can't believe it.
Holy hell. 4 kills from Daps. Oh, Dig played that so well. I love the call to go back to the upper bomb side. They just lost everything. That one position from Daps, yeah. That was perfect. No one really to clear out. No one to contain Kusta up top with the scout. 2 nice kills on the Get Right. And I believe that was Freiburg over towards the vent?
Yeah, probably was. My God. Just as things were getting rolled out and starting to look a little bit better. That's a crushing way to lose a round.
It is against pistols, but you have to remember as well, I mean, this is one of the things we hold the thought. Force quickly into the Molotov, in towards Daps. Has no idea. The hero of last round is gone. Automatic's going to try and be aggressive with the op, but he's contained by the player outside. That leaves Som all on his own. They know his position. Get Right's got it. A very aggressive lurk in the upper bomb site. Presses the envelope and finds a pick.
And Guardian was holding that position. Blood on the wall. That was Bentet trying to come in to help out Som because he knew he was alone. And Guardian was just playing heads up there, realizing it right away. Kusta could get his face taken right off. If he goes too far out, then it's already being watched by Get Right. And see, he's thinking about it. There's the tag coming in, and it's not worth it, is it?
No, it's save time. Kusta's going to back away. Exist lurking outside. Might be able to grab 1 more if he wants to get aggressive. Money's not great for Dig, so I don't think we'll see any kind of crazy hunt. I did expect to see Exist at least peak for something, but a nice round from Dig. A good change of pace. That's one thing we didn't see on Train, was those change of pace, was those variations in the speed of your strategy. It was both teams on their T side played very slow, very calculated defaults, set pieces all across the board. This one, Forrest has the leash removed, and he's dropping down into upper very quickly from Mini.
That's a good display, I think. You know, just talk about the mentality on the team, right?
It's a fortunate time to call that as well, because remember, we've usually seen Kusta with the rifle in that mini garage, you know, fighting towards outside, fighting towards squeaky door and vent. This time it was automatic with the op, and when he just has to put himself in position where he's not going to get picked off if he misses a shot, so it's a different style than with the rifle.
Yeah.
And Dig took complete advantage of it.
Great showing. But I think it also just, it does something for a team to be allowed to play quick at least a round and have it work out. Like, it's so, you're like, you don't just feel like you're a little bit of a stronger unit at that point in time. So, I like to see it. Automatic, still with the AWP saved, obviously. But they are not looking too good for cash. In some ways, neither are Dig. So, just kind of a lot can be decided really early on in this first half here on Nuke. 4 versus 3, or 4 to 3 in the score, and nothing really been decided yet.
Kusta's put himself in this position, but he doesn't have a smoke. If they Molotov out that vents during any kind of a hit, he's going to be forced into a fight that he probably doesn't want to take. Got to be careful about that, but he's changed his positioning, and now he's going to drop downstairs. And it's good to see Gen.G kind of adapting and finding ways to put players downstairs earlier. Easy kill for Guardian as Automatic gets bored.
Yeah, you obviously wanted to find a kill. I mean, they don't have any more smokes left on the Gen.G side, so you're thinking, like, we have to do something. We can't just wait around.
Well, and again, there's the smoke wall put up that Dig has pretty much put up every single round, whether they use it with one player or use it with nobody. Kusa's already dedicated downstairs. You're already at a man disadvantage.
That could have been the end of Daps.
Yeah, that very easily could have been a two-man advantage. Bentet has been very lonely here in ramp room. SMG's got himself a kill. Exist offers himself up in a solo fight. There goes Som in the sight. It's all on Daps again. He must deliver. They're wrapping from too many angles. Nice aggressive spin, and Bentet into the sight cannot set his feet in time.
I mean, that's a heroic approach, isn't it? That maybe could have worked out. There's only 25 seconds, I think, when Daps gets the first kill. If you can spin and get one more, that probably buys time for Bentet to at least get there. So, I wouldn't say it's a close round, but there were a couple of things that could have worked out maybe for Gen.G. Regardless, Dig going to be at 4 rounds here. I don't see anything that Kusta could really do.
That's one of the cool rounds that make you feel like Dig is going to have a handle on this map, because that was very, like, slow, measured, calculated, just constriction around that A bomb site. They just were prepared to pounce that whole time. And all the wrong decisions for Gen.G. The automatic peek from stairs, a deep one with the AWP. The rotation down from Kusa. Never had a read of what was coming.
Yeah. Constricting Dig. Talk about the Anaconda, Jason. Round number 9. And
4 of the last 5 for Dig.
Yeah, kind of crushing the economy on Gen.G's side, keeping their own more and more alive.
The only hiccup we've seen so far from Dig, outside of a pretty damn near perfectly played TF, was that loss to the Scout and the Deagle and the 5-7, and just basically just USPs.
Yeah.
The 4 kill from Daps. Ooh, that's fun.
And he escapes through the smoke. It's like, never mind. Take it all back.
Just kidding.
It's just a prank, bro.
Don't tase me. 4 smoke still for Dig to use. Probably feeling pretty comfortable in that they don't have to set up that smoke wall outside. Just going to drop off and block Mini. Forrest looking for information. He spots it through the door. He knows one has jumped back in towards the Mini garage.
Just the 1 AK there on automatic at the moment to try and put up any kind of a fight. And whereas the kind of hesitation we were seeing on Train on the T side for Dig was really frustrating and just seemed to reveal the fact that they weren't feeling very confident about the map. So far, that's not the read that you're getting here. It just seems like they're setting up and waiting. They're leaving Freiburg this time alone outside, but it all seems way more coordinated. Automatic.
This is
interesting
dangerous.
Angle. Yeah, it is actually kind of dangerous.
Well, if Gen.G reads this properly, they can get players set back in the upper bomb site. They need to get there quick, though. Som falls. Automatic with that AK-47 is now in the upper bomb site. They've done everything perfect. This could be another win for Gen.G. Automatic has a huge job. AK-47 up in the rafters. They didn't expect it. Forrest goes down, so does Guardian. Daps has the op. There's the USP to distract Freiburg.
They can get the kills. 10 seconds left with the bomb. Daps is standing right on top of it, and he can't get the shot. That must have been close. And now Bentet swings for it. Existo on the other side. He's got all the health. He's got the rifle as well. He's just trying to play hide and seek. 1 second left around the corner. Bentet. Oh my god, that is brilliant. And that's Exist again. He was the one who couldn't get the shot down in the bomb side on B. Oh, he's going to be pissed.
Oh, Bentet playing hide and seek. He's had a pretty interesting half to get involved in over at Ramp Room. They haven't really attacked him too frequently. He's 3-7. But that's a big-time clutch with just a USP versus that AK-47. And Gen.G pull another one away. They steal a second round. Still fully invested into this. Three players at $0 for Gen.G. Again, another very early smoke wall. First 20 seconds of the round, and there's already no smokes on Dig.
Many ways you could say, Jason, that was absolutely ridiculous. You take this round, Jason.
Oh, I hate you. All right, Dig leading the way. Exist up front, Guardian in support. No AWP on the Dig side. Flashbang up into the piping. And this is a solid defense downstairs. There's a nice crossfire between Kusta and Ben-Tet. And remember, Dig doesn't have any smokes. They have Molotovs, but those will go over towards the U-Haul.
50 seconds. I mean, at least there's a defense down. It'd be actually heavy defense. 3 people holding it. I'm still slightly concerned that it sort of feels like they're all holding slightly separate angles, so they could end up losing, you know, one at a time.
I don't know what the plan is here for Dig. I'll go back to it. There's no smokes. They can only use Molotovs, and there's so many positions they need to clear out. This is going to be some difficult fights to win. That's a good start. Big trade from Ben-Tet, but now they know his position. Molotov forces the offer away. Ben-Tet, so many players swinging at him. He somehow transfers. Double kill for him. Get right now getting involved with the lurk, and he's got one more kill. Low HP on the 2 Gen.G players, but they've got a 2-on-1 in Forest. You certainly don't think you're going to be able to go up this vent. 10 seconds on the clock, and he's got to make his move right now. This needs to be a victory. Daps is holding for it, and he's just going to run, but he can't make the jump. There's no chance for the plant, though.
Time.
That's a round for Gen.G. It's way too sketchy again.
Automatic actually trying to shoot him, which you can do. Oh, I would love to see the kill from Freiburg down to the B bomb site. I swear he did a full 360 running into the bomb site, but it was too late.
They did it. They broke in. Exist, that was the biggest fight to win against Kusta when the smoke cleared towards Toxic Door. Just the fact that Ben-Tet's able to double up is absurd.
Wow, what a round.
This is 3 rounds now in this half where you could go back and say Gen.G shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
The timeout from Ben-Tet that we just saw last round, this one where, I mean, that crossfire is busted up, the Opera is neutralized, Ben-Tet gets a heroic double kill, and then yeah, previously the bomb, okay, so 4.
Yeah.
Because the other one was what, a scout, there was the Daps 4 kill.
Yeah.
With his CZ, so man, Gen.G is very, very lucky, but if you're going to have an upset on a map that Dig should be the absolute favorites in, these are the kind of ingredients that make that happen.
Yeah. Now,
just you don't expect it to be 4 or 5 of them.
No, you don't. Really not. I mean, it's about half the rounds that we played so far in the half. Now, what's interesting, obviously, is can this be give them the momentum to actually swing a few good rounds in here, Gen.G? Because it can't just keep, you know, working out this way.
That's the one thing that's kind of bailed Dig out in a huge fashion. Some of these miraculous wins that Gen.G have also leave them with no cash in the next round. So Dig is at least limiting the economy, but I mean, Gen.G's already at 6. Here's a double drop on towards Mini. Miss shot from Automatic, but they're going to attack him with these Mac 10s. Another miss shot. He's in a lot of trouble. Finally converts, and he's got a teammate. He's got someone to bail him out. That was Daps, I believe.
Yes.
Still, Guardian has control of the lower bomb site. The bomb is there. Daps is just rotated down, but it's a 2-on-3.
Oh, Daps could maybe get a kill on Forest here. The Molotov will force him back just a little bit for the bomb plant. It's close by here. Som is just sneaking in time, but he's missed. Oh, no, he hasn't. I was going to say, if he kept pushing, Forest would have certainly punished him for a nice return. Didn't even have the reload in. Just needed a couple of bullets. That looked way better than I was expecting.
What a great spray control for Som. He didn't realize the planter was way out in the open. He's expecting Guardian to be tucked into a corner safely to plant that. 7-4, and finally, listen, you asked the question, Gen.G have done it. They've sustained a 2nd round in a row. Money's not going to be great, but this should be a round for Dig where they can't really buy and invest a whole lot. They're right on that edge. Only one player, Forrest, you could really talk about his ability to get an AK and a smoke.
This is so rough. That's the kind of round out of Gen.G. If they have another one here, then suddenly this first half is actually looking pretty good for them, all things considered, and Dig are probably going to be incredibly upset that it hasn't worked out better than it has. Nice vent dive with the bomb, and don't underestimate it. They have some armor here. This can actually backfire pretty hard on Gen.G. Normally, if you let a pistol down the vents, that's maybe fine, but if they go for it, yeah, there's the quick bomb plant. This is actually a little bit interesting. Now, Cruiser is going to rough it. I can't believe it. Ben-Tet, he should have been dead. Forrest actually stuck that gun in his face.
Yeah, that's going to be frustrating for Forest. Either way, 8th round for Gen.G. They haven't stuck the defuse. They don't know where Freiburg is, but it's a 5-on-1. He's coming in very late. There's plenty of kit, so they can afford to waste this time. Oh dear. Don't do this.
No, they have 5 people defending it.
I've seen crazier things.
Yeah, it actually would be very... Okay.
Speaking of crazy things, Ben-Tet just dies at the end for no reason.
Giving Forrest the assist, apparently.
Yeah, just helping him boost his stats. 8-4. 4 rounds in a row now for Gen.G.
How did he die?
He had 9 HP, so jump off the silo? Is that 9 HP? Surely not. Maybe he went up to heaven? I don't know.
He found a way.
He did find a way.
8-4. Round number 13. Automatic already taking a bit of damage. And nice return from Daps. He's been playing on top of the hot, looking for that fight pretty much all first half here. And that's the only time I think he's really got it that way.
One of the cool things that Orglis was doing against Dig that worked out really well on their CT side, remember, it was not necessarily lobby crunches, but they had a couple rounds that got aggressive towards ramp room. If you're ever going to do that as Bentet, now's the time. You know you've killed Get Right, who's the player who's usually lurking in towards lobby. You could make the calculated risk at least 1 out of the 15 rounds of this half to make that kind of a push and see what you get.
Wow, that grenade actually chased Freiburg, but I completely agree, yeah. This wouldn't be a bad time for it. The smoke wall is up, and I don't know if they know how much damage they've done. A really good Molotov, well-timed there. Automatic, just pushing closer anyway. This is so bold. They're all on the other side, but he's so confident in his own ability with that AWP. They should be as well. Kusta spotting them outside. Grenade is going to go really far behind them, but just the information could be worth it all on its own. He goes down, and now some... Do you want to think about the time that's left here? 40 seconds for them to actually try and get into a bomb site.
Yeah, those are not the fights you want. That one that Kusta selected. Turtle up into the site. You know they have outside. They have to still attack. Psalm's in a lot of trouble. Players double peek him. I don't know how he's lived. He's sunk back to get some help from his teammates. Forrest is going to challenge Automatic in the site. You can only get one. Oh no, this is falling apart. Gen.G had a solid defense. 20 seconds. Bentet's going to come out, finds the player in heaven, knows where the plants are. Is a double kill for him. Getting involved in the action now. A slow start to the half, but Bentet has arrived. And a 9th round for Gen.G.
That's a bold play for Bentet, but I really like it. Just knew that there could only really be one person to cover like 3 different angles. Now, I've got to say that was actually terrible defense for Gen.G. There's just a bunch of things that I wasn't happy about. They just kept getting caught in weird positions.
Listen, look at the 5 rounds that Gen.G have won. 2 timeouts, 3 defuses. That's a pretty crazy streak to start getting up to an incredible CT scoreline.
I just don't even know what to say. I don't feel like this is quite right, you know?
This is going to be something that if you're playing Dig on Nuke as a team in the future, you might want to start keeping an eye on this. Again, this has happened so many times. 4 smokes used by Dig before the minute and 20-second mark. They set up that wall outside, and they've crossed, but it's a lot of utility, and it's a lot of utility to dump out very early in the rounds.
Smoke, and actually has a little bit of a gap. Thought maybe even they were going to just pretend. Automatic opening the doors just in case he needs to escape, and he actually doesn't close them again. Nice shot on Freiburg. Again, it's so underestimated, but he is actually incredible with his weapon. You really don't want to discount his use of it at all. Smoke, I think, to try and see. Maybe he just wanted that to be further in so they could actually sneak through, but it's not going to happen, and it's a 4-on-5 now with the rest of them trying to go for this A bomb site, and they might be successful in doing it. They're down. Really fast swing out of that there. And now it's a round that they should be winning here, Dig. I say should because it's been strange.
It has been very strange. Molotov isn't going to stop anything. I think you might want to get a save underway if you're Gen.G.
Yeah,
Automatic
definitely.
with that AWP is still in the lower bomb site. You're not going for this round, so just back away. Economy is not great. There's only 2 rounds left in the half, so that might actually be the deciding factor. And it's an absolute disaster. So 5 rounds for Dig. They've gotten there.
Which is, I mean, it's good, and it could be good enough if they could get up to 6, right? It's something to work with. They even take that AWP away. I don't know why Gen.G thought that was the round to go for the retake with.
Probably because they've won so many stupid rounds throughout this half.
They've tricked themselves.
Yeah, they're like, well, it's worked in the past. No matter what we do, we find a way.
They're like, I don't know how we're winning, but
but obviously it's working, so let's just go for it. Let's ride that wave, baby.
Maybe the similar kind of thinking that's you know, putting them into this buy.
Yeah, it's not a great buy. They go for it. They lose 2 rifles in the op at the end. So 3 SMGs on the board for Gen.G.
Get right, once again playing alone in lobby. This would be a good time for the crunch once again. We get the MP9, might as well go and fight for something. And actually looks like they will. Automatic and Bente to push through the smoke. And
I like this.
they're setting up for it here. Automatic is going to have a deep line into it. And he's got some backup there as well. Let's see if he could take down Get Right. If he can, then those 4 people outside are suddenly going to be weirdly exposed. And yeah, he's in some trouble still, Get Right. Som's walking behind. Oh, he makes the escape. That's not bad.
That's a missed opportunity. They were not ready to pounce on that. Now the question becomes, you know they set up the smoke wall outside. You know they have control of Yard. Where's your rotation from here? Kusta's downstairs and he's seen absolutely nothing. Automatic playing in ramp room, just peering all the way back towards underneath ladder. Yeah, those SMGs aren't fun at that range.
Bit of a shame because it looked like there was a while there where Daps may have had a chance to go for a bit of a flank. 45 seconds, and if they can make it in upper, and they should be able to, that one MP9 that's currently on the bomb site for Som, that's not going to hold all these people back. Now, there is a little bit of backup, I guess. The M4 is there for Kuster as well. Automatic going to get 1 kill. Som doing a little bit better than I was expecting, and he could have had the follow-up, but now it's just Automatic in a 1 versus 3, and they know where he is, and not going to be able to get the flick in there. A 9-6 finish at the end of the half, which, again, is just way more rounds than Gen.G should have had.
I like the push. We've talked about it a number of times. It's an area where you might be able to catch Dig off guard as Gatright plays that lobby alone, but he's just so savvy. He's so good at it.
Yeah.
He just outplayed about 3 people who tried to aggress on in that round. So beautiful play with him to close the half. 6-9. I will say, even though it's a lead for Gen.G, and you got to be happy about that,
You're not.
it didn't look like it should have been. Like,
No.
they won a lot of miraculous rounds, and you have to certainly think that luck has run out. We'll see what they on the T side of Nuke when we return from the break.
All right, welcome back. Second map, second half coming up here. It's Dig versus Gen.G. And I know we're just feeling really weird about this first half score, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, they got it. It was just a very strange CT rounds. That should have been a dominant half for Dig, is what it felt like. And unfortunately, so many just slipped away from them that really hamstrung them. And then eventually, listen, Gen.G didn't look bad once they got the economy, once they got all the weapons they needed. It was just that first 4 rounds they won were all like weird diffuses, eco wins, heroic diffuses, clutches that shouldn't happened.
It's all very strange.
Yeah, which is fine. Now they just need to take advantage of it. Like, if you're going to get those gifts given to you in the first half, you better close it out in the second half. You're not going to get those opportunities too frequently.
It's almost ungrateful, isn't it, if you don't win the map? Having got all that, like, just another team's watching this thinking, man, if we could have had that, it would have been great. Daps leading the charge, rushing straight into the bomb site, and it's execution time for Forest. He just taps all of them away. He wants a little bit more, and Automatic is going to be there with the return, and that actually makes it a bit interesting. Now they're going to go for another fight here. Almost looking like they wanted the boost, but I think they're just trying to duck under, and Get Right will finish what Forest started. That was very clean, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so clean. I mean, no one was looking at him. Forrest is loving that all day. 3 instant headshots with the USP. 9-7 in favor of Gen.G, but a good start to the second half for Dig.
This is what, again, they picked this map. You expect that they're going to be able to do a lot and have some good timing on the rotations and everything else. We were wondering about that for Gen.G when they were on the CT side, just the amount of times when they wouldn't be at the big bomb site in time and there would be really no one covering it. That's the sort of stuff you expect to not see out of Dig here in this second half. Dead right? That's a very stacked fight in his favor with the FAMAS versus the Glock.
At that range, through the railings, Forrest is going to finish off the final kill. Just 1 round away, and I think you gotta expect the buy out of Gen.G here. AK's Krieg being picked up by Som, Krieg picked up by Daps and Kusta as well. And a decent amount of utility. 5 smokes, 3 bangs to work with for Gen.G.
Yeah, so pretty powerful buy. And those 3 MP9s, they don't really have to be a huge liability, but we saw even in one of the earlier rounds, right? It's that medium or long range where it can get a little bit tricky. Ooh,
okay.
That's an amazing barrage, landing right on top. And they'll get the return on Forrest and on Get Right, but don't underestimate this. They've taken a lot of damage already.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. They even have a man advantage in this situation. Bentet with 6 HP has got to basically turn into a lurker. He's controlling outside at the moment, far back with automatic. It's very aggressive and fast-paced rounds for Gen.G to start this half out. Daps outside in the warehouse as well is going to take his time, looking for anyone to rotate up the secret stairs. But again, with the SMGs, Dig is not going to be too interested in peeking whatsoever. They want people to come to them, come to the close-range fights.
And that, I guess that is the advantage of the fight happening in the first, 10 seconds of the round, is that they still now have just under a minute on the clock. So they've been able to wait for this long, and let's see what Frank can do. I don't know if they're going to show up. Yeah, they were just worried that someone was going to maybe peek it. They go back towards the ramp room. They've not made a single noise this whole time.
I hope they... Oh, they're going to use a flashbang. I was hoping they'd keep it that way. That nade is certainly going to kill. Bentet jumps out of position. Good kill from the SMG. Whittled down once more, but still some damage dealt. Daps now going to start moving into position to make a play. It's all down to timing. And its timing is with Guardian.
Yeah, it really was. I was wondering about that, whether or not Guardian had actually seen him. They have the smokes to block off both those positions, so that's pretty cool. Ben-10 inside of the bomb site, now going to be jumping up and just hoping that no one is going to be there to catch him. They almost did. They're in position already. Automatic, wanting to move a bit closer. He's going to be the main right here. Ben-10 just has to be the secondary player in to do this. You almost have to expect, and they're putting some shots back there, but they don't have any more grenades to really get rid of him, and that's the problem. Already wasting a little bit of time. Automatic in a good position, and he's going to get the first kill. Guardian, surely there's going to be the reach, but Guardian will get it instead. A triple kill, and with he's got plenty of time. Man, he had like half a second after Bentet to try and do that.
Yeah, that follow-up peek from Bentet was a little delayed. He needed to peek on the contact of automatic with that first kill, so that Guardian had to just choose one to fight and let the other player get it. Bentet with such low HP, he played that pretty damn well. I'm gonna say behind the silo as well, luring them and just being the bait. 9-9, we're all tied up, but again, that's a victory for Dig. Only one player survives, eats a lot into the money they built up. Surprisingly, they still have plenty of cash flow. Gen.G go for another buy here, but they're at a huge disadvantage. Molotovs are going to be everywhere. Guardian's got his AWP.
Dangerous position if you're Forrest right here. He's so far not walking into it, but that Krieg could definitely win the fight. Smoke goes up, and the Forrest not going to peek before the smoke either. Which is otherwise something you still see every once in a while. Guardian holding that outside yard with the AWP.
3 smokes and a Molotov left for Dig to slow things down if they need it. Still 4 smokes for the Gen.G side, and Daps already has control of red container, so they could just use the 2 to set up the wall if they'd like. All 5 players going to be here.
Smoke's definitely making that a little bit obsolete. Gonna cross though before they fade. Looked almost like that was about to be a problem.
Getright's already rotated downstairs, and he got the Molotov. He's even got it out in hand. He's just looking for information. Delay tactics as soon as he sees anything. There it is, and he wants to put that down. And ooh, they've got to jump through it. That's pretty decent damage for the Molotov. Control events, though, goes to Gen.G. Getright missed an opportunity. Nade comes out. He's under a lot of pressure now.
Yes, he is. Kusta will open the door and fight him, but Getright, some clean headshots coming through. Turning and we'll find another one. Now the triple, and he goes for the quad kill. Didn't have enough bullets to finish it, but that is one hell of a defense. And saw him just going for the bomb plant, at least getting that out of it. And that's the last thing he'll do. That's pretty impressive.
It's an awful take from Gen.G in terms of spacing, in terms of doubling up and trading that kill. Even when they're attacking from the control doors, Dapt has the door on the other side closed, so he can't even be involved and apply any pressure whatsoever. 1 round lead. Dig is up 10-9. And actually, Gen.G can still buy if they want, but they're right on the edge and they go for the pistols.
20th round, and the 1 round lead is really only one of the problems, it seems. I mean, the real issues right now seems to be the fact that Gen.G they've run out of luck, haven't they? They used all of it in the first part of the first half.
It feels like one thing we're going to see from Gen.G in this map is that they don't have a deep playbook on this T side, and I think we're going to start to see them getting very, very basic with very just clumped up, fast-paced, aggressive hits, the way we saw in things like the pistol round with the upper rush, things like the first gun round where they basically just kind of rushed 3-4 players towards red box. We'll have to see and track it as it goes on, but now with the pistols, 1 player down. And more challenges. Forrest is going to be happy with fighting at that range.
Yeah, should be no issue for him at all. Taken down automatic and almost taken out Bentet. Just a couple of random shots coming through. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
And that was the bomb as well, just in case there was any doubt about it. They are going to have a hard time having an input in this round.
Is Forrest like doing like a 1-tap challenge for himself? He's like, let's make this harder. Let's just see how many 1-tap headshots I can get.
Why not? It's about time somebody took up that style.
From Scream?
From Scream, yeah.
Didn't work for him, so why not try it again?
I mean, it worked in terms of building a brand.
True. I don't think Forrest needs help building a brand, though.
No, maybe not. So it would have to be some young kid coming into the scene.
Maybe Daps could do it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Daps is just... He's just... I don't know what kind of role I want Daps to play in terms of fragging. I don't want Daps to really get any kills. I just want him to micro the rest of the team.
Okay.
Just be the mastermind in that sense.
I don't mind that. Oh, he's going to have to be the mastermind for the rest of this half. Gen.G down 2 rounds, 11-9 on their T side. This is the best buy they've had the entirety of this second half so far. Automatic going to get to the door with the off. Guardian's already there, but he wins the fight anyways.
To me, it looked like that door was opening so slowly. I was thinking, surely
it felt like,
isn't going to work.
It felt like Guardian was set for like a good second or two before that actually...
Yeah.
That fight actually took place. Bentet and ramp room. Waiting for the smoke to clear. Exist is on the other side. It's going to clear now. There's so many targets. And Getright's here. Missed shot with the off. He certainly is going to go down. But they don't turn the corner. They hit the pause button. Another nade in hand. And he goes down for free. Getright obviously felt the pressure there. Not known for his opping.
No, definitely not. Although I was really worried. If he'd got that grenade out, the Molotov maybe a second sooner or something, they actually could have been held back by it. Now it's a 2-on-5, and Gen.G, they shouldn't be able to lose this round even if they tried.
Well, they're going to have a chance. Forrest is in a new position. The bomb is in lobby as well. So if Forrest can double up here, we've seen him do some wild things. Kusta would be the first target. Oh, he shoulder peeks it. Forrest's position is given up. Good kill from Daps. Good decision from Kusta. And Freiburg is down below. That'll be caught out by Bentet. So free plant in the upper bomb site. And Gen.G, you're right, should get to 10. Double digits.
The economy is good on Guardian, good on Freiburg, but, you know, maybe not so good on the rest of them. They could still be in a lot of trouble here. Dig, this is their map pick, but If they end up losing the next round, let's assume they save the creek here, then they're going to be able to spread out the money wide enough to be able to put together a buy.
Right.
But if they lose that round, suddenly it's Gen.G back in the driver's seat. Oh, and no creek being saved. That actually makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. There's going to be some money problems coming up for Dig here. Get Right and Forest need drops, but there's plenty of cash for that. The problem is what comes next if they're to lose this round, as you just mentioned. So Gen.G, they need a second formula for winning a round.
Well, auto shotgun. And then AWP picked up, so doing a little bit better than I was expecting in terms of the money. I actually thought it was going to be slightly worse. But they need to shut this down right here. 11 to 10 is just a little bit too close for comfort, even if I think actually Dig have been playing a much better game. I think, again, the scoreline is kind of ridiculous if you just go back and look at some of the earlier rounds. But we're here anyway, and that's what they have to deal with. And they can't let Gen.G back in the game. Pretty good defense inside with that auto shotgun up there. And Guardian, he's back in ramp instead of playing outside.
Daps and Psalm going to aggress outside. Smoke wall put up close to Mini. This gives a lot of options to the Gen.G players. They can cross into warehouse close to the smokes. And Dig will have no idea, although it looks like there might be a gap in the left side, but the flashbang solved that issue.
Yeah, right. He definitely saw that. He definitely wants to take advantage. Has to be careful. I mean, Automatic is still out in the yards as well, so you want to be a little bit just aware of the fact that that could be happening. They're going to try and see if they can run boost over. I think he did spot it exist, but it's still a cool idea. Kusta goes down to get right.
That's over in Squeaky Door. Kusta really want to take advantage of that. He's going to get... Ooh, Bentet's going to be able to follow it up. Som gets that kill outside onto Exist. And now Freiburg on top of the hut, but look at the angles he's got to work with. He wanted to be aggressively staring down towards Squeaky Door. Bentet reading this play from Guardian just perfectly, but Guardian hasn't committed to it yet. All down to timing.
Yes, it is. Oh, there's the spot out. Guardian, he's in a lot of trouble here. Low on health and only 10 seconds on the clock. They need to move and get that bomb down, and they're doing it in the B bomb side. That's going to be really, really good. I was getting worried there for a second, but now coming in from the other side is Freiburg, and he'll finally take down Bentet. But look at how low Guardian and Freiburg both are. This is a scary round for both teams at the moment.
Yeah, Som is going to be interesting. The AWP with 6 health. He has a big role to play here, but Automatic is going to be the powerhouse. He's found Guardian. Took a little bit longer, but that one's easy. Forrest gets wiped out. Freiburg drops into the vent, but I don't think there's any time for this. He's got a Molotov and a flashbang, and he's still somehow committed. Kit as well, but yeah, now that he goes up to the door and really feels the pressure of the task, he just backs away right into the bullet of Som. We're all tied up at 11, but Dig is out of cash.
Yeah, out of money. What a round out of Automatic there at the end. That was a pretty good hold. He was the one with the health to try and do that. And they find a way. Bentet also, again, just
controlling
waiting around.
lobby.
Yeah. He's making some smart choices. He's at the bottom of the scoreboard, but I actually think his decision-making overall has been pretty good throughout the series.
Well, you have to imagine, he spent a lot of time in Tyloo, which is probably the most insanely aggressive team that we've ever seen in professional Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
This is a big change of style for him.
Avoiding the grenades outside this time. Still got that scout on get right. Let's see what he could do with it. Early flick doesn't really connect. Ooh, but at least make Dabs feel the love a little bit.
Getright's looking much more confident in his play and the way he moves around the map than what we saw over the past year or two.
Yeah, but he's got 22 and 14.
Yeah, well, he's delivering some good kills. He had that beautiful sequence in the lower bomb site just earlier in this half. Approaching 1 minute left in the round, and Gen.G haven't really taken any control, haven't shown their hand and what they want to do, where they want to attack. Here, they're walking into a 3-man stack. If they commit to ramp room, this could be an absolute disaster.
Yeah, there is a bit of a nasty boost and just a potential for a lot of crossfires going on. Exist early with the fight, but they're slowing down at the wrong spot, and this should have cost them way more. They do trade it evenly for a 2-on-2, and the flank is not going to be working out. This could have been way, way worse for them. I'm shocked that Gen.G make it out even with an even trade in that one.
Where do they want to go? They're still pretty split. Get Right's going to make the right call. He's in the upper bomb site. Daps is out towards vents, but this is a tricky position. They're just going to drop right down. Which is interesting. I feel like they had to have known Get Right was over in ramp room. Why didn't they just go down ramp room? Or he was over underneath heaven.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but they end up in the right position anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't. They're still going to win. Just you know, curious.
Just a little thing.
It's going to be a lead for Gen.G.
Quad kill on Krusta as well, by the way. Just
my man.
Yeah, good showing from him. It's not even just that they walk into the stack, it's that they walk in and pretty much on the spot where they were being shot at from all sides, that's when they all stopped. They were like, let's fight right here.
Yeah, they all just hit the crouch key with those Kriegs and just try and spray them down. It does work. They avert danger, but that was real dicey. Get Right manages to bring a Krieg out of the round, which will probably be the only weapon they have to work with in the next.
Then a very, very rough position. Gen.G back in the lead now, making it 12-11. And that is, again, that's starting to be a real problem here.
I'm expecting a timeout from Dig here. I think they're going to have a weird decision to think about making if they wanted to force up. Maybe not. I take it all back. It was an easy call to save.
Yeah, they don't want to do it. They buy some HEs, though, which is...
They have had success with the HE stacks. We've seen a couple times Gen.G run very fast-paced outside right into 2 nades and do a lot of damage. They might do it again here. It's a triple nade as well. Here they come. This could be massive. Oh, they all eat so much nade damage. No one goes down, but boy, are they softened up.
Yeah. Oh, and a trade. Guardian will find automatic there. Suddenly it's a 3-on-3, and with the Krieg alive, even if there's no armor currently on Forest, it's still pretty dangerous. Kusta didn't hear that Krieg. Now he surely must know, and he peeks right into it anyway. That is, again, not really necessary. Just wait for the team to help you out. Now the bomb should be going down here. Oh, a little bit of a flank, and they're going to win the round. Dig finally getting some revenge.
That's sloppy from Gen.G, running right into the nade stack and even continuing forward after the fact.
Yeah.
Not able to win the distance fights. That one Krieg that Get Right has come into play. That's a phenomenal conversion from Dig. And it's not too often you see those nade stacks work that effectively, because everyone and their mother knows when the other team is saving, just don't rush outside.
Yeah. Leave that part of the map alone. Well, I don't know. Now that brings it right back. Suddenly, Dig could end up winning Nuke. Gen.G could still buy here. And they got that AWP. I wonder if they're going to have the timing for it. I think Get Right might have seen the boost. I think he wanted to try and see if he could flank around there. Oh, automatic. If that kill had come through, that would have been a disaster. Dig really can't afford to lose this round either. They have to find a way to make this work.
2 players in upper. Freiberg's in the rafters. Good damage again being dealt outside. Even with the man down, it almost feels like Dig has an advantage considering Daps is at low HP. Automatic and Kusta about half health. Guardian's down here in the lower bomb site. I think they heard that drop, and that had to have been a hit. Daps just massively aggressive. With that 100 ping as well, those wide swings are not fun for Oppers. 12-12, the bomb plant's going to go down.
And what do you do? I mean... They don't know how much damage they've been doing, because that was through the smoke more or less outside. So, I mean, even if they did know 5 versus 3 on the retake, it's going to be really rough. They don't really have enough of an economy to throw the rifles away either. They're in so much trouble. And they're already backing on out. It's going to be 13 rounds for Gen.G. Oh, man, this is a weird game, isn't it? Another one.
Another one. 13-12. Money's not fully wiped out. Exist will be able to drop a weapon over to Get Right. Guardian will be able to buy an AWP of his own. So it's going to be another strong buy out of this Dig defense. But they need the production. They started this half out 5-0 run. They've lost 4 of the last 5 rounds now. Slipping a little bit out of control. Ooh, Get Right was actually not trying to take that fight. He was trying to be clever. Switch angles to the other side of Warehouse. That's a long route to run. That's a lot of faith in the flashbang he threw.
Yeah, that's interesting. Dab's actually playing a really good game with 19 kills. I mean, that last, the one that he got on Guardian was just super heads up. He heard the sound. I think you're absolutely right. But even outside of that, he is almost near the top. So A lot of credit should go his way for that. 13 to 12. Automatic ready to take the fight at the Squeak door. We're not going to get a chance. Guardian nowhere near on the other side. I think he's making his way downstairs, isn't he? And Dabs now with another AWP. That's interesting. He's so ready. See if anyone is going to be there to flash Guardian in for it. I mean, Get Right could do it if he wants to. Certainly got the grenade for it.
We saw this setup from Dig against Orglis as well, and Guardian never called for that flashbang, never got aggressive there. I don't think we'll see the play this time. Still sunk back very deep on the staircase. Guardian coming over to the locker room windows now, and Guardian backs away. Smokes outside, but 3 players for Gen.G still in lobby.
They have a lot of utility left, Gen.G still.
Yeah. They really do. 45 seconds on the clock. They can pretty much do anything they want with that utility. Another smoke is going to come in. That's well timed also. I mean, that's not going to fade till about 23 seconds left on the clock.
Look at Dabs making his way over with the AWP, checking out the whole of outside now, started to get down there. I think the fact that Dabs has made it out here might make them change their minds. That plus the smoke in Mini exists in the corner, and that's going to be a nice pick-off with the Krieg. They're trying to shoulder peek it in, but this is already done. I don't think they can make it through. Exist. Oh, a kill from Dabs on Freiburg. Is that going to change anything? Now a 2-on-2 with 10 seconds left and no scope. Not working out. Automatic will get 1 kill, but he's got 9 seconds left. And he right around the corner. Guardian out of the open, and what a kill from Automatic. Triple overall. They get the round in again. Just a tremendous fashion. Some of these rounds are so ridiculous.
You've got to be so frustrated if you're that ramp. Was that Exist with the Krieg just holding the line, the double kill, and then they just transition to the upper bomb site? And by the way, the most unlikely of entries, AWPing from Automatic and Daps to crack into an upper bomb site with 15 seconds on the clock. That is not going to happen too often. You have to think, Guardian, there was, what, 9 seconds left? He starts moving up. Yeah. He's assuming Automatic is at least going to fake the bomb plant.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that was so wild, wasn't it? 14 to 12, the money not looking there. I mean, they could buy on 3 players on the Dig side, but is it really? I don't know. What do you do here? You could obviously save and try and go for the overtime.
I think you save. I'm not going to lie to you. Just the only factor is, well, there's 2. Obviously, 3 rounds is not the most insane thing to think you can go on a run-up. But if you're going to pick Nuke as your map, you got to have the confidence that you're at least going to be able to rattle off 3 in a row on your CT side. Like that. This is the point of it being your map pick. I actually think it's a little bit of I guess it's a little evidence they're feeling a bit shaky at the moment. The fact that they go for Fama Scout UMP.
It could be. It could absolutely backfire. We're about to find out here. Round number 27. Some great entries from Daps. I mean, double kill with that AWP coming in from Mini alone. That was incredibly well done.
I mean, listen, we didn't get to see that side of the fight. We were looking over in Ramp Room. You have to think maybe that with the time left on the clock, Dig thought that was going to have to be a full commitment to Ramp Room.
Yeah.
And just players just kind of moved themselves out of position in case Exist had went down to recover that lower bomb site or rotate down there quicker. And that put them in prime position to be shot by Daps.
I mean, the first kill that Daps got was on the rafters on top of Hut.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was not necessarily an easy shot. What did they do now? Can they actually do this and close it out in 2 maps? Because
Freiburg's the one in the upper bomb site.
Oh, dear.
Was Get Right's in the warehouse? I'm assuming Forrest is outside. No, he's down below.
Yeah.
Exist in Ramp Room. Guardian now rotating over there as well. And Gen.G is just being quiet. Again, same tactic, preserving all their utility and not doing anything.
Forrest just showing up to put up that smoke in Squeak. And then going back downstairs, UMP here. That's a very hard fight to win for Get Right. And he'll go down to Daps, who again is just doing an amazing job right now. 22 kills, only 25 seconds on the clock, and they're starting to run for it. Forrest is there with the M4. Gonna try and buy a bit of time with the flashbang and just fall back for safety. Blows out the window, but he's already got a man inside, and Freiburg goes down in Automatic. Does he want to get up? He's the one with the bomb. They're gonna just switch it out.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. What a call out of Gen.G, and that might just win them the round.
That might just win him the map. That is a disgusting play. And I guess if you're Dig, you're in a weird situation here if you want to call a saver to go for it, and they've called it off. So strategically outplayed. They've got 2 players still in the lower bomb site. That is a nice maneuver from Gen.G. Right up the vents based off Kusta's kill.
That's a nice call. That's the kind of stuff I expect to see out of Dap's teams, and I just haven't seen it yet.
It's so weird. I actually I've enjoyed this Gen.G T side more on Nuke than I did on their own map pick of Train.
I agree. I still can't get over the fact that like 5 out of 10 rounds in the first 10 rounds of the first half were just, you know, the ones you almost have to shrug and just like, I don't know how they win that. I have no idea how that's even going on. 15-12 now, and Gen.G a single round away from taking down Dig in a 2-0 fashion.
Well, Forest has been able to upgrade to a Krieg. And a timeout called by Dig as they want to talk things over for this last round. Or potentially last round.
Possibly.
Potentially 3 rounds left. They had that comeback on Train.
Yeah, they did.
They had like a 5-round comeback that ended 16-14, so that was a bit heartbreaking. Ooh, he actually got that through the shoulder blade of his teammate.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
The medic will fix it later on.
Yeah, automatic will take that any day.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the chest, so.
It's all going to be fine. Yeah, 15-12. You're right. Three rounds here for Dig to try and get into overtime, and Gen.G just need to find a way to finish it. And you mentioned a couple of things, right? They've been kind of slow. They've saved all the utility. They waited until the last 25 seconds almost to make up their minds. Do you want to do a change of pace right here after the timeout?
Oh, I don't. Ooh. Listen, there's a reason I'm not an in-game leader, Anders.
Finish that Dig off quickly.
Let's see. I think you just stick with what's working, considering it's gotten you this far, at least for 1 round. You've got some money behind you to try a couple different things, and they are going to keep things slow. Forest is already downstairs, a pretty similar setup to last round. Guardian is in the upper bomb site with Freiburg.
I appreciate this from automatic. Go for we don't see nearly enough wall bangs these days. Nuke is an eminently wall bangable map. You could do it everywhere, and no one does. It's upsetting to me.
Yeah? Have you made a video on it?
Plenty of videos, just no one's watching them, Jason. That's the problem. You know where Exist is playing on the ramp right now?
Yeah.
When he falls back down, you can shoot the T's that are running in above you. You can shoot through this little piece of floor that is basically maybe running under.
Seems like a risky decision as you're falling back down ramp, but we'll allow it. The judges will allow it.
Yeah.
Looks like, listen, 4 players outside for Gen.G, 38 seconds. They can go in towards Mini. They can go downstairs if they want. There's a lot of options available to him. And Daps has a pretty good standing outside if he wants to make that run towards heaven. The problem is going downstairs, there's only 25 seconds left. You've got a lot of ground to cover. What a win from Kusta. Exist just barely looked away. He saw the barrel and he had the read. But still, timing is everything. And Forrest is down here to defend, down here to delay. He's got 1, but automatic cleans it up with a deagle.
And Daps with 1 more kill to take down Get Right. It is looking so grim right now for Dig. Ted saw that coming and Freiburg goes down, and there's nothing Guardian could do here. 1 versus 4, my god. Oh, Sam even going for the early GG. That might have been a mistake.
Even Guardian knows it. Even Guardian knows he can't do this.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is so rough.
Listen, this is so many rounds down the stretch that Gen.G has just been able to wait and do absolutely nothing until the 30-second mark. Dig never got aggressive. They never had positions that gave him information.
Yeah.
They never tried to fight for any map control. Gen.G just sat back and then took everything they wanted round after round. And Dig, for having such a good fight through most of these 2 maps, in Nuke here, they just capitulate.
Yeah, there was no fight in them at all at the end. It was definitely obvious. I mean, the fact that he get that kill over at the ramp room on Exist, otherwise Exist is the guy who can fall back and buy time, and there's only like 15 seconds left. Like, he could just get a kill, and that's probably going to be the round. So, fantastic kill in ramp room. Can't believe it. It's a rough second game here for Dig, isn't it?
It is. I wanted to see some more fight out of him, but that's what we got. 2-0 for Gen.G. Congratulations to them. Heading to a break, and then we've got the Des to break this one down.